Okay, hello girls, how are you? Why you are late today? Where are the others, please? Could you please tell me? Okay, welcome girls. Only 7 girls here, now 9. Hi Rinad, how are you? Okay girls, so how are you girls? Okay, you are late today, so girls, please bring your books and open your books on page 323 because we have a new lesson today. So girls, today we will talk about how I will divide now on decimal numbers. How I will know where I have to put the decimal point, where I have to place the decimal point in the quotient. So today we will start a new lesson. Okay, Basma, you can watch the lesson again. It's already uploaded on the platform. Okay, Lana, that's okay. Don't worry. You can send it today. So girls, today we will learn how I will divide decimal on decimal. So let's start. Look, I have the first example on page 323. The example is how I will divide 0.72 divided on 0.800. Okay? So please focus with me. Please girls, I want you to focus with me. So you know girls, we learned yesterday or last lesson about how I will divide decimal number on a whole number. How I will divide decimal number and on a whole number. That's mean I learned the division for decimal when the divisor is a whole number. But now the divisor is a decimal. So how I will deal with this exercise? So who asked me about last lesson? Today we will explain or we will use the same strategy about the last lesson. So if you don't understand it, yesterday or I think on Tuesday, so today you will understand it very well because we will repeat the same strategy. So you know, last lesson we talked about how I will divide decimal on a whole number. Okay, but what about if I want to divide decimal on a decimal? Actually, the best strategy for me is to return to a whole number. How I will do that? Actually, I will use the pattern, the tens pattern or the powers of 10 pattern. How I will do that? Look, if I want to make the divisor, this is the divisor. The divisor is a decimal number. How I will make this decimal number a whole number? How I will do it? You know that if I multiply the 800s by what? By the second power of 10 or 100 or the second power of 10, the divisor becomes what? You know that when I multiply the decimal number by 100, I have to move the decimal point to the right side. Number of digits equals number of zeros. That means it will be 8. Because if you move the decimal point, it will be here on the right side. So the number becomes 8. Of course, I can in the patterns multiply only the divisor. I have to multiply the dividend. Okay, so I will multiply both the divisor and the dividend with what? With hundreds or with tens number or powers of 10. So if you multiply also 0.72 hundredths with 100, the number becomes what? Look, also I have to move the decimal point to the right side 2 digits. So it will be here next to the 2. So the number becomes 72. Okay? Now, can I divide 72 on 8? I think it's very easy for me. So the division becomes what? The division becomes what? Very good, Lana. So, and thank you. Who asked? Who? Okay. So, thank you, girls. So, 72 divided 8 equals 9. So, that's the answer or the quotient for this division. Okay? So, I will use the patterns here to make the divisor a whole number. This is my idea here. I have to make the divisor a whole number. So I will choose any pattern, tens pattern, and multiply both dividend and divisor with the same number. Of course, I can't here multiply only the divisor and leave the dividend. No, the answer will be different, but I have to multiply both dividend and the divisor with the same number. So the quotient will be the same. No, not 800. No. Who said 900? No, the answer is 9. The answer for the division is 9, not 900. This is the pattern, girls. Also, another example, 1.2 divided 0.3. If I want to divide this number, I have to make the divisor a whole number. How I will do that? Which pattern I will use? I have to make the divisor a whole number. So this is a decimal number, 10th number. I can multiply it by 10. Very good. So I have to multiply both divisor and the dividend with the same number. So I have to multiply both numbers. Now 0.3 divided 10 equals 3, because I have to move the decimal point to one digit into the right side, and the 1.2, it will be what? Also it will be 12, because I have to move the decimal point to the right side one digit. Now 12 divided 3 equals what? 12 divided 3 equals 4. So this is the quotient 4 for this division. So very easy actually to divide those numbers. Okay, girls? Now let us move to another example. Okay. Girls, please stop typing on the chat a lot. Just type one time, because I can't read the answers because you are typing too many times. And if any one of you will type too many times, I will block her from the chat. Okay? If you type more than one time, I will block you from the chat. Now, I want to divide 0.56 on 0.7. Actually, my problem here is the divisor. When the divisor is a decimal number, I can't find it. I can't here find the answer. So I have to make the divisor a whole number. How I will do that? I will multiply the divisor with a number and the dividend also with the same number. So which pattern I will use here to find or to divide the first power of 10? Very good, Larissa. That's mean I will multiply it with 10 because I have only one digit after the point. So if you multiply this 0.7 with 10, it will become 7. Also, I have to multiply the dividend with the same number. So the division becomes what? Okay, now let's see the division. The division, I will write it here. The division becomes, okay, this number will be 7 and the dividend will be what? I have to move the decimal point to the right side only one digit, so it will be between 5 and 6. That means it will be 5.6. But maybe someone asked me, teacher, look, the dividend also is a decimal number. I will say yes, of course. Last lesson you learn how to divide decimal on a whole, so it's okay for you, of course. So you can divide decimal number on a whole number. It's easy for me. So how I will divide? First thing, I will divide the first digit on the left side, which is 5. 5 divided 7. Can I divide it 5 on 7? No. So that's mean I have to take the 6 with it. But before that, I have the decimal point here. I have to take it up. The decimal point, I have to take it up and put it in the quotient, in the same place. Before it, I have to put 0. Now, the number becomes 56 now. 56 divided 7. 56 divided 7. What 56 divided 7, what's the number that if I multiply it by 7 the answer will be 56? It's 8. Very good. So I will put 8 in the 10th digit, then I will multiply 8 by 7. 8 multiply 7 equals 56. Okay, then I will subtract. So 6 minus 6 equals 0. Of course, this is this line, I will erase it. And 5 minus 5 equals 0. So the quotient is 0.8 hundredths. This is the quotient also for this one. Okay? Okay, girls, did you finish? Okay, girls, did you finish? Please type 1 in the chat just one time. Okay, Larissa, you asked me a question. I'm sorry, I can't find it. Please, could you please type it again? Okay, Ragad, you didn't finish. Okay, is there any remainder in any exercises? Of course not. No. In the decimal division, you don't have a remainder. Of course, and you will see why in this lesson, and next week, inshallah, you will take a lesson after this lesson, and you will see why we don't have a remainder in the decimal division. But here I want you to learn how to divide a decimal numbers. Now I want to divide 3.72 on 1.2 tenth. Of course, my problem is not how I will divide the decimal number, but how I will divide on a decimal number. So the divisor is my problem. If I want to divide a number on or a decimal number on a decimal number, I can't. So I have to make the decimal number a whole. How I will do that? By multiplying by a number. Which number I will choose? 1.2. I have one digit after the decimal point. That's mean the first power of 10, or I will multiply it by 10. Of course, I will multiply the dividend with the same number. So 1.2 becomes 12. And 3.72, it will be what? If you multiply it by 10, so the decimal point will move to the right, or to the right side one digit, so it will be between 7 and 2, so the number becomes 3, okay, 37.2. Okay, yes, okay, Mace. But I want you now to learn with me how we will divide 37.2 on 12. Can you help me, Mace? Okay, so how I will divide 37.2 on 12? I know how to divide. Okay. But I want you, when you want to answer, I want you to raise your hand, okay? Because I'm asking you to raise your hand when you want to answer. Sometimes I...
Yes, teacher.
Okay. 37.2 divided on 12. First thing, I have to take 3. Can I divide the 3 on 12?
No. So you take 37.
Okay, 37 divided to 12.
37 more, divided 12. 37 by 12.
How many 12 in 37?
I put it under. I will wait a minute.
Okay, I think it's 3. Let's try 3. 3 multiplied 2 equals what?
3 multiplied 2 equals 6, and 3 multiplied 1 equals 3.
Okay, 3 multiplied 2 equals 6, and 3 multiplied 1 equals 3. Then I will subtract. 7 minus 6 equals what?
1.
3 minus 3?
0.
0. What about the decimal point?
You put it after the 1.
After
And
the 1?
Under the 1.
Under the 1?
First we'll put 0, then we will put the decimal.
Where I have to put 0?
After the 3.
After the 3, in the quotients up. So it will be after the 3. Thank you so much, Mace. Okay, now let's continue with Reem. Yes, Reem, I will take now the 2.
It will be 12.
Now 12 divided to 12.
Equal 1.
1, very good. 1 multiplied 12.
Equal 12.
Now subtract.
2 minus 2 equals 0, and 1 minus 1 equals 0.
So the quotient is what?
3.1.
Also the quotient here is 3.1.
1.
Okay, thank you, Reem. Thank you so much. So girls, if you finish, please, when you finish, type 1 in the chat, just one time. Okay, all of you finished, so let me move to the next one. 1.96. Oh, 1.96 divided on 0.14. Okay, so I want to divide 1.96 on 0.14, but my problem is the divisor is what? The divisor is a decimal number. So how I will make it powers of 10. Sorry, how I will make it a whole number. I will use the powers of 10 or the tens number to multiply it with the divisor. So yes, very good, Larissa. So I will multiply 0.14 by 100, or the second power of 10. So because I have 2 digits after the point. So also I have to divide or multiply, the dividend with the same number. So if you multiply 0.14 with 100, it will be what? It will be 14. And 1.96, if you move the decimal point 2 digit into the right side, it will be 196. Okay, now I want to divide 196 on 14. How I will do that? Okay, let's choose a girl. Okay, Ghuzlan, open the mic and help me to divide those numbers. First thing, 1 divided 14. Yes. Then I divided 1 on 14.
1 divided 14.
Can I divided 1 on 14?
I think no.
I will take the 9, so it will be 19. 19 divided 14.
19.
How many 14 in 19? I have only one.
1.
1 multiply 14 equals what?
1 multiply 14, it will be 14.
Quickly, please. Now 9 minus 4 equals what?
9 minus 4, it will be
5. 1 minus 1.
5.
1 minus 1.
1 minus 1, it's 0.
Okay, thank you, Ghuzlan. Now I will choose. Okay. Yes, Noor, open the mic. Stop typing on the chat, girls, or I will block the chat. Okay, now I will take the 6 and put it next to the 5, so the number becomes what?
56.
Now 56 divided 14.
56 divided 14.
Yes. I want you to think about the ones. Which number, if I multiply it by 4, the ones will be 6?
9.
9 multiply 4, but 9 it will give me, if you multiply it by 14, the number becomes greater than 56. There is a number less than 9. I can multiply it by 4 and the ones will be 6. It's 4. 4 multiply 4 equals 16. So 4 multiply 4 equals 16. So you put 6 here and 1 above that.
1 above the 1.
The tens. 4 multiply 1.
1.
4 multiply 1 equals 4 plus 1.
5.
Excellent. Now subtract.
0, 0.
Very good. Thank you, Noor. So the quotient is 14. This is the quotient for this division. Okay, girls. So this is how I will divide. I think it's very easy. So can I here find if my quotient is correct or not? Can I check if my answer is correct or not? Yes, you can do that. How I will do that? You know that I told you you can multiply the divisor with the quotient if you have the answer equals the same dividend. That's mean the answer or the quotient is correct. Let's do this step for checking. So I will multiply the quotient with the divisor. That's mean 14 divided 0.14. Okay, how I will multiply. How I will multiply, you know that I told you when you want to multiply with a decimal number, you have to multiply like there is no decimal point, and then you will place the decimal point. Okay, so I will do it here. How I will check. Girls, stop typing on the chat. Okay. So I will multiply the quotient or the divisor with the quotient. Now let's see. Now 4 multiply 4 equals 16. So I will put 6 here and 1 above the 10. 4 multiply 1 equals 4 plus 1 equals 5. So I will put the 5 here. Then I want to multiply the 1 with 14. So I will put 0 in the ones digit and start the multiplication. 1 multiply 4 equals 4. And 1 multiply 1 equals 1. Then I will add the numbers. 6 plus 0 equals 6. 5 plus 4 equals 9. And there is no hundreds, so I will put 1. What about the decimal point? I have 2 digits after the decimal point. So here I have to put the decimal point after 2 digits. If you move the decimal point, it will be between 1 and 9. So look, the product is the same dividend. That's mean I can here check if my answer is correct and the quotient here is correct. You can do the check step if you want to check. Okay, did you finish, guys? Okay, girls, when you finish, please type 1 in the chat. Ghuzlan, type 1 time, please. 1 time. Okay, now let's move to the next page, 325, and do number 1. Okay, number 1, I want to divide here. First thing, copy and complete the pattern. This is a pattern for the division. So, girls, you know that if you want to divide 45 by 9, what's the answer? 45 divided 9 equals what? Thank you, Larissa. Your answer is correct. Thank you, Lana. Okay, thank you, Reem. So the answer is what? Is 5, because 5 multiply 9 equals 45. So if I want to divide 4.5 on which number, the answer will be the same, 5. You know that you can use the pattern here. Which pattern I have to use here? The pattern is you have to multiply with 0.1. Okay, so if you multiply this 45 with 0.1, it becomes 4.5. And if you multiply also the divisor with 0.1, the number, I have to move the decimal point here to the left side 1 digit. So the number or the divisor becomes 0.9. Also, the division here will be the same answer with the same answer or equals 5. What about this pattern? Which pattern I have to use here? If I want to divide, or if I want to make the divisor 900 or 0.09, that's mean I have to multiply with 0.01. So the 45, it will be what? I have to move the decimal point, the decimal point to the left side 2 digits, so the number becomes 0.45. 45 divided 900 equals 5 also. Okay, now what about number 2? Number 2 is 175 divided 25 equals what, girls? 175 equals 25 equals what? Who is typing too many times? It's Emma. Emma, please type one time. Just one time. Okay, 175 divided 25. Okay, equals what, girls? Very good, girls. Equals 7. Very good. So the answer or the quotient is 7. What about this pattern? If I want here to make 175 17.5, I have to multiply with 0.1. So the 25, it will be what? It will be 2.5. Also, the division will be the same. Now, the last one, Celine, open the mic and tell me what is the pattern here in the last one.
Yes, teacher.
What is the pattern here?
And the pattern here will be
25 becomes 0.25.
It will 17.5.
1. Again, Celine, please.
0.17.
0.17. Okay, Celine, I'm sorry, but your answer is not correct. I'm asking you about the pattern. Basma, open the mic, please, and give me the answer. Basma?
Yes, teacher. The answer is 0. The answer is 0. That's 175.
Again? Basma?
0. That's 100 and 0. That's 100.
0.175. Okay, Basma, also your answer is not correct. I'm sorry. So, girls, please focus with me. When I want to make 25 0.5, that's mean I have to multiply with 0.01 because I have only here 2 digits after the point. Okay, I have to make 2 digits after the point. That's mean this 175, if you move the decimal point into the left side 2 digits, so the point will be between 1 and 7, so it will be 1.75. okay, and also the division will give me the same quotient, which is 7. Okay, girls, did you finish those? Okay, that's okay. So did you finish, girls, the exercises? Please type 1 if you finish. Type 1 just one time. Ghuzlan, type 1 time. Okay, the last one, I want to divide here 164 on 2 equals what? 164 divided 2 equals, very good, 82. If you divide those numbers on 2, try to divide 164 on 2. The quotient will be 82 because 16 divided 2 equals 8. And try to multiply 8 by 2, the answer will be 16. Then subtract, so it will be 0. Then take 4 and divided it on 2. 4 divided 2 equals 2. So the quotient will be 82. Okay? Now, which pattern I have to use here to which pattern I have to use here to make the 164 16.4? I have to multiply by 0.1 and the 2 will be 0.2, so it will give me the same answer. And here I will use another pattern to make 0.02 two hundredths. So I will multiply with 0.01 because I have 2 digits in the divisor after the point. Also I have to move here the decimal point 2 digits, so it will be 1.64, and also the same answer. So girls, this is our lesson today. Thank you for attending. We didn't